Now students, let's discuss about the classification of solids. Okay, for this I earlier also told you about the classification of solid, that is they are classified into two. The first one is the amorphous and the second one is the crystalline, or you can basically understood crystalline as the first one and amorphous as the second one, because crystalline are also termed as true solids. Okay, whatever the properties or characteristic we have seen of solids that suits over these solid, that is the crystalline solid, but amorphous solid are basically the pseudo solids, or you can say super cooled liquid. Okay, why they are so I will explain you later, but let us start their difference also, because in your exam their difference comes. Okay, that differentiate between amorphous and crystalline solid. So for this we will discuss about amorphous and crystalline having difference between them. Okay, if we talk about the amorphous solid, so what happens here, the constituent particles are not arranged in definite order. Okay, that is in case of amorphous solid, the constituent particles are not arranged in definite order, their order is not definite. Okay, the examples are glass, rubber, starch, plastics, etc. You can see, you can check it also, you can see the rubber. If talking about rubber, it can be twisted, turned. Okay, talking about starch or plastics, there are many in category. Okay, you can also compress them or you can mold them. So this is what the constituent particles are not arranged in definite order. Okay, but talking about the crystalline solid, these constituent particles are arranged in definite order. For example, you see NaCl. Okay, and as you have earlier also seen the structure of NaCl, or you will later see, then you will see that each Na particle is surrounded by 6 chlorine atom. So in this way the constituent particles are arranged in definite order. If you will see, you have seen in your 10th class about diamond, about graphite also. So you have seen that in case of if we say graphite, then its geometry is just fixed. Okay, or in case of diamond, its geometry is fixed. Okay, they may be hexagonal, they may be tetrahedral, so their constituent particles are arranged in definite order. Okay, resulting in definite geometrical shape, that is the crystalline one. And here the geometrical shape is not definite, that is they are irregular in shape. Now talking about the second, that is here you can see the amorphous are formed by sudden cooling of a liquid. Okay, so it is also known as super cooled liquid. Whenever you hear this word, that is super cooled liquid, it is nothing but solid. Okay, or you can say these are generally the pseudo solids. And talking about crystalline, so no such formation take place and hence are called true solids. Now talking about their shapes, as earlier also told you, the amorphous solids have irregular shape, whereas the crystalline solid have definite geometrical shape. Okay, you have seen the geometry of diamond, geometry of graphite. Okay, so that is what the sentence want to say. Now let's see the fourth. Here you can see the amorphous are isotropic in nature, whereas crystalline are anisotropic. What this isotropic and anisotropic means, let's discuss about the amorphous. As I am saying, they are isotropic. So isotropic, that is means its physical property have same value in different direction. Okay, for case of amorphous, its physical properties, okay, that may be conductivity or whatever, have same value in different direction. Okay, but talking about crystalline, it is anisotropic, that is physical properties have different values in different direction. Okay, that is what isotropic and anisotropic. Now talking about the last, the characteristic heat of fusion isn't present in case of amorphous. Okay, heat of fusion is not present, that is they have a definite characters, they have a definite, okay, and characteristics. So for this, and talking about no, they don't have definite, sorry, in talking about amorphous, they don't have definite heat of fusion. Okay, for example like rubber, like plastics, like glass. But in case of crystalline, they have definite heat of fusion. Okay, you can also add here one point. If we talk about their melting points, then amorphous solid gradually soften over a range of temperature. Okay, they just soften over a range of temperature. You can see the examples of rubber, etc. That when the temperature goes on increasing, they just soften over the range of temperature. But talking about the crystalline solid, they melt at a sharp and characteristic temperature. It is not that diamond will melt at any temperature. Okay, you have seen the diamond rings and whatever. So what happens basically, it can be stable at long range of temperatures, but for talking about, there is a sharp temperature at which it will melt. Okay, but in case of amorphous, they gradually soften over range of temperature. So this is all about the classification of solid. Thank you, class.